Hey everybody, it's Nick Torres here, managing partner of Torres and Giant Law. We're doing a Q&A with our colleague behind the camera. Her name's Tiffany. So yeah, Tiffany, shoot away.
Okay, so first of all, what actually made you decide to start your own firm?
So, starting your own firm is it's a very big endeavor, and it's something that I think most lawyers practicing in the industry sometimes they have to do it out of necessity. What makes mine unique is that I was at a boutique firm doing U.S. securities, and I decided to leave this firm and start my own brand, and it was actually like a very big risk at the time. But when it comes down to it, I think what made me start my entrepreneurial journey is that at the end of the day, me as my character and my personality and my core values is that I truly believe that my purpose in life is to build something and to build something that gives a meaningful impact to other people. And I don't think that there's any other better way to do it than through entrepreneurship. So even before I would say when I was in law school, I was thinking the whole time that I wanted to start my own business from day one. But it's very important, and you can't neglect the value of learning. So I'm very happy that I did go out and practice in China and USA. I did work at smaller law firms, medium size. I worked at a startup, my first internship, and I worked at big law as well. And no matter where I was or which kind of firm I was in or which country I was in, the whole time I'm thinking that I want to build things the way I want them to run the way that I envision it, because I have a vision for myself and I want to achieve and do meaningful work that's meaningful to me. And I realized it wasn't about salary, it wasn't about making big law salary or working for a boss that you like. At the end of the day, I wanted to run the show, build a firm that shares my corporate culture and core values, and that I'm working with people I like for clients that I actually like. And so once I made that commitment, I decided to move forward and start my own firm.
So what's something people don't realize about opening a firm in New York City?
Yeah, I think the question I get all the time from aspiring lawyers that want to start their own firm, and I would say I started the firm a while ago, but really I put 100% into it about in October of 2023. And when it depends on your goal in the beginning, so you have to really determine what you want out of your venture. Because what's so unique about entrepreneurship is that you're building a platform, and the opportunities that you get out of it is about what you put into it. So it's really decides, it's like depends on what you want. So sometimes I talk to lawyers who are just satisfied with just having a solo practice, and they have a work-life balance, and they do some work, and they get to go home at 6 p.m. and they don't have to manage people, and they do all the work themselves. They do the sales intake themselves, and I understand that goal. They want that because they want work-life balance to go join their kid's soccer game after school and go to the beach on the weekends. I don't want that. My goal was different. I want to build something meaningful that impacts the lives of as many people as possible. And the only way you're going to do that is by scaling your operation. So for me, it's very much about spreading the word and growing and building the team and becoming a leader of people, right? And so that's my mission. And to do that, you have to grow. And to grow, you have to get clients. And to get clients, you have to do good legal work and actually grow your team and hire and recruit and build a sales department, build a marketing department, build a legal department, build an HR department, build a finance department. You have to give it all. And you don't do that. Imagine in the beginning with this vision that I created, I was doing all of that at once, right? At each level. And I was reading all the books on how to build a meaningful company. It doesn't matter the industry. And so I think what most people don't understand is if you pick the ladder, the one that I just described, that I chose, there's an amount of sacrifice that you have to be willing to make to be great. And really what you sacrifice is time. So you have to give 100% to the venture. But then you have to continue to invest in your own skills to learn how to be a better leader. You have to learn all facets of different departments, and then you have to recruit and invest in the company. So one thing I think people don't know how to do sales. So lawyers typically go to law school, learn how to be a lawyer. Then they go and practice at a law firm and learn how to do, like, give legal advice and learn the legal technical part. But what they don't know is sales. What they don't know is finance. What they don't know is how to recruit talent. And so you really have to devote all your time to learning these skills. And you're not going to do them by doing YouTube videos and seminars. That you're going to have to read books. You're going to have to rely on mentors. And you're going to have to be prepared to devote all your time and energy towards it. And then the goal is, after a period of years, maybe 2 to 3, you, just like any other business, you're going to want to set up an exit plan in the future. So a lot of things, a lot of people don't know. They usually come to me and say, I don't know how to do sales. Like, how do you do it? How do you get your first client? And there's no magic book. It's I can give you a book list, and you should start reading it, and then start to follow some of the practical advice and identify your market and your target and your niche.
Okay, so what do you want your firm to feel like for your clients, basically?
Yeah, I think what I would like to be viewed in the market is for being the best service provider that's available in the marketplace. I want our clients to see us as the most responsive, the most reliable, and I want them to see us as attorneys that actually care, that come to the table with creative solutions to solve our clients' problems. So the way to do that is really by training your team based on a set of core values that they buy into and that they believe in, and you have to get them to tie into the vision long term. And once you're all rowing, so to speak, in the same direction, then you can give the clients the feeling that you're trying to achieve, which is that this firm actually cares. Because really, at the end of the day, we're trying to create meaningful relationships with our clients. It's just not a transactional relationship with us. At least we hope not.
Yeah, so what's something that people don't realize about, opening a firm in New York City? Like some like difficulties, how do you manage like this? Yeah.
Yeah, there's every day. I think what some people don't realize when they want to start a firm is that every day you're going to encounter a new problem, and really it's about composure. So no matter what the problem is, you have to stay composed, and you can solve it no matter what it is. So it's every day is going to present a new problem, whether a client is very upset and claims that you made a mistake, or whether 2 employees just quit on the spot. Every day is going to present a new challenge. Mm-hmm. And in this business, as an entrepreneur, you got to have thick skin. You just have to believe in your ability to solve all problems, no matter what they are. So on my business desk, I have a joke. It's like my nameplate on my desk, and it says fixer of problems. Because at the end of the day, that's what I am. As the CEO of this firm, I just see myself as the leader of the firm, and my goal is to bring creative solutions through critical thinking to solve all problems. So I think people really underestimate that, and they think that it's going to be some kind of like smooth transition, like, I'm going to start my own firm and I'm going to have freedom and I can go wherever I want. But at the end of the day, actually, in the beginning, it's all going to come down to your commitment, and it's your goal. If you want work-life balance, or you want to build a system that can operate without you, it's going to take time. And it takes time for you to train and empower people, recruit the right type of talent. And then eventually the goal is that you'll have the right team that you can trust, and you'll have a system that can actually operate without you. That's really the goal. So my goal is to build a platform and then allow a platform to run itself. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, that's all the question we have.
Yeah, thank you. I would just like to add, like, anybody who's looking to start their own firm, please feel free to reach out. It's been 2.5 years from us. We started from zero. I started in my basement, working out by myself, and I just started spreading the word on social media and things like that. We started getting our first clients, and at the end of the day, what matters the most is that you do good work for your clients. So once you start doing good work for your clients, and I was prioritizing their matters over all other matters in my personal life and professional. So I was giving 100% to all my deals. And then my reputation started to spread that, hey, there's this team that's in the business and they're doing pretty good work. And our goal was to do securities. But as you can imagine, if you have no brand, it's hard to get new clients that are public companies looking to do an IPO in NASDAQ or NYSE, so New York Stock Exchange. So what happened was it took time, but once you start doing good work and you start making relationships, then the market starts to trust you, and it takes time, but it's a wonderful adventure, and I hope you all get to experience it. If you have any questions, leave some comments or feel free to reach out. Thank you very much.